Hello and welcome. You're watching Prudent Media News. Let's have a look at the top stories. Manohar Parrikar alleges racket and fixing in casino case, says someone has received kickbacks to keep casinos in the Mandovi. Government in principle agrees to allot River Princess removal contract to Salgaonkars. Ask for a guarantee of 10 crores removal period. Deadline remains untouched. The historical Margaon blast case hearing begins. Court certifies that Malgonda Patil and Yogesh Naik died due to blast injuries. Denies permission to keep all accused in one cell. Nationalized State Inland Waterways, says Goa Barge Owners Association. Demands resuming of legal mining or export from Karnataka. Nine girls escape from Mayor's protective home called Police Controlled Room. Girls claim unlawful. I'm confident of scoring more goals this season, says FPAI's Best Young Player of the Year, Joachim Abranches. And Sporting Club the Goa scores 6 times against Malabar United in the Federation Cup pre-quarter finals. Meet Cesar Football Academy next. Now the news in detail. Leader of opposition Manohar Parrikar alleged that some of the cabinet members have done fixing with the casino owners. Parrikar said that the huge money is involved in anchoring casinos back in Mandovi River. Meanwhile, government informed the High Court that if casinos accept cabinet decision, then it may consider to withdraw the order against the casinos.
They are illegal in the Mandovi. They should be removed from Mandovi, and that is the only solution because they don't have licenses. Where are licenses? Are they having valid DGSD certificate to operate casinos? So where is the cabinet? What cabinet? Can cabinet be above law? This cabinet appears to be above law, and unluckily, in the High Court there is a total fixing which is carried out by the two parties. This is an assurance given to me in the assembly that casino will be moved out of Panji zone. So I don't know what cabinet is deciding, whether they are in their senses before deciding. It also makes very clear that everyone in the cabinet is involved in this casino racket. I call it racket only.
Aam Aurat Aadmi Against Gambling convener Sabina Martin said that the government cannot allow casinos in inland water and demanded revocation of decision.
The decision which the government has taken is contrary to what the people are asking. In fact, the government made a big show saying that we want to push those casinos out, and they had gone to the court. Now, if they had gone to the, if they have taken a decision to push the casinos out, why are they backtracking now? So they should be firm and they should push the casinos out into the sea, because when you say offshore casinos, it has to be offshore.
Meanwhile, government on Thursday informed the High Court that if cabinet decision is accepted by the casino's management, then they will withdraw the order against casinos.
Yesterday the cabinet has taken a decision to reposition the 7 vessels which are presently in the Mandovi River. Obviously we'll have to, I am told this is pursuant to the proposal of the casino owners themselves, but obviously we'll have to write to them. If they accept the repositioning, then the government may withdraw the earlier order, and then we'll inform the High Court accordingly. That matter is kept on Tuesday.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetye with video journalist Sunny Narvekar for Prudent Media.
State government has in principle agreed to allot River Princess removal contract to Salgaonkars, provided they agree to the modified proposal. State government has asked for a 10 crore rupees performance guarantee. Government has refused to extend the deadline to remove the vessel.
The High Court on Thursday heard the River Princess matter. State government informed court that they are willing to give the contract to Salgaonkar Mining Industries Limited provided they agree to new proposal.
We have informed the court that consent terms given by Salgaonkars to us, we have suggested some modifications. which were necessitated because of High Court order in Writ Petition 46/2009. For example, we are given a time frame to remove the vessel. Sargaokar's proposal is up to the end of or beginning of the next monsoon, and also wanted extension if it is not completed. Now that extension obviously in view of High Court order we can't give.
State government has asked Sargaokar to deposit 10 crore rupees as performance guarantee. Government has also asked the company to deposit all the money collected from scrap in the High Court till the vessel is completely removed from the Kandoli coast.
The performance guarantee he has suggested 1 crore. We have asked a performance guarantee of 10 crores from him. And third is the scrap, though he would be entitled to take the scrap, but we have now put a condition or suggested a condition that till the entire vessel is removed, if he sells any scrap, then the sale proceeds of that sale should be deposited in the High Court.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shethe with video journalist Sunny Narvekar for Prudent Media.
The hearing of the historic Margao bomb blast case began at Margao on Thursday. Court rejected the application by accused demanding common cell for them. The coroner of Malgunda Patil and Yogesh Naik confirmed in the court that the prime accused died due to blast injuries. The next hearings are scheduled for the 29th and the 30th of September.
Principal District and Sessions Judge U.V. Bakre is hearing the all-important Margao bomb blast case. Applications from the accused for common cell and day-to-day trial of the case were rejected by the court.
There were 3 applications which are pending. One application is about keeping the accused in a common cell so that they can perform their sadhana. Second application is about permitting Mr. Mangaonkar, who was blessed with a daughter, to talk to his wife over telephone because his wife is unable to come. And the third application was with regard to day-to-day trial. So all these 3 applications have also been posted to 29 September for order. Today no orders were passed.
Accused Dilip Mangaonkar's request to talk to his wife on phone is still pending with the court. Court examined the doctor who conducted post-mortem of prime accused in the case Malgunda Patil and Yogesh Naik.
The first witness is Dr. Bandar Kantak. Now he has conducted the post-mortem on the dead body of both these accused persons. That is Malgunda Patil and Mr. Yogesh Naik. Doctor has certified all the injuries caused on both the persons due to bomb explosion. And due to those injuries, both the person died.
Special Public Prosecutor for NIA and Government of Goa, Advocate S.B. Faria, said that request for common cell from accused has been rejected by the court.
That application or request of the accused has been rejected on the security grounds.
A reporter from Madgaon, Samir Bhatt.
Well, it's time now for a short break. Stay tuned.